These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Jordan Bonke with your top stories from the ABC15 Arizona newsroom. ABC15 obtaining records showing Lori Daybell has filed a motion requesting a new trial after being found guilty of conspiring to murder her fourth husband, Charles Vallow, in 2019. Daybell cited juror misconduct in the court not allowing statements from her daughter or her late brother, Alex Cox, who shot Vallow almost 6 years ago, claiming self-defense. It'll now be up to a judge to determine if a new trial is necessary. And if you know a local veteran working to make our community better, you can help ABC15 celebrate and honor them. Right now, you can submit nominations at abc15.com/veteran. Tell us their story, and they could win a $1,000 deserving gift card from Sanderson Ford, our proud sponsor. The deadline for this is tomorrow. That's May 4th. In Uplifting Arizona, we want you to meet 8-year-old Theo, bravely facing a severe disease and showing incredible resilience. Our Justin Hobbs shares Theo's inspiring journey as he gets fitted for a new cast at Phoenix Children's.
Like any 8-year-old boy, Theo is bright, full of energy, loves sports, and is fearless. But every game and dive comes with a risk.
I was scooting around and I heard a pop. My mom and dad came to get me, and then we went to get x-rays, and they're like, it's broken.
Theo lives with a rare type 3 case of osteogenesis imperfecta, or brittle bone disease. This is usually diagnosed before birth, but for Theo,
it wasn't until about 4 weeks later that I was nursing him, and I kind of felt a pop in his arm.
They rushed Theo to the hospital and discovered 14 broken bones and more skull fractures than a radiologist could count. But doctors finally discovered that Theo had OI.
I think there's a grieving process that very naturally happens. 3 girls, a boy on the way. We thought he would be this rambunctious little boy. And really all of our goals and the future that we imagined for him seemed to dissipate, and we kind of had to replace it with new goals.
But Theo still is a rambunctious boy. In fact, he's celebrating OI Day at Phoenix Children as he bravely gets another stent on his leg.
Surgeries and splints, you have to be brave. Don't want to freak out if you're doing a needle, that'll just make it worse.
After 14 surgeries and countless fractures, nothing can stop Theo from reaching his dreams.
If you get hurt, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it again. Like, I feel like I make some dumb decisions, yes, but like, I keep on going because I love it.
A lesson we can all learn. You have to keep going when the going gets tough.
Theo is a lot like a lot of my OI patients. They are the smartest kids that I know. They're so witty. They're so resilient. And, you know, the families and the patients, they have to learn that resilience very early on.
They encourage me to play the sports. I mean, that's really the main part of my bravery from her and my dad.
You just watch him be so strong, and often I'm the one crying and he's the one having to console me. I do feel blessed. It definitely changed the course of our lives, our entire family's life. It was a game changer in every way, but it's been for the best.
Theo reminds us all, if we are broken, we still have to live life fully.
Even if you get hurt, persevere.
And he has one other special message.
Shout out to GCS and Miss Kerr's class.
At Phoenix Children's Specialty Care in Gilbert, Justin Hobbs, ABC15 Arizona.
I'm Jordan Bonke with your most accurate forecast today. The highs are high and the lows are low. And what I mean that is you just wait 15 minutes so you can see the weather change. 95 degrees today in Phoenix. Up in the high country, it's still really nice. 65 degrees in Flagstaff, 78 in Sedona. And to our friends in Window Rock, 70 degrees. Check this out. Overnight, right there at the Maricopa County line, when you're looking at Yavapai County, Coconino County, it's definitely going to be colder overnight. It's because winds are going to start kicking up, and there's definitely the possibility for some snow and rain in the high country here in the hours ahead. Winds are definitely cranking up. I wouldn't put too much stock in the rain chances here in the valley, but definitely windy at 40 to 45 miles an hour. It'll knock off a branch in those trees. If there's one thing you take away from this forecast, it's that on Monday, Cinco de Mayo, 76 degrees. Let's take that here in the month of May. Storm chances next week. Don't put too much stock for our central Arizona community, but northern Arizona definitely seeing some rain. Here's your 7-day forecast. Check this out. Rain chances almost every day this week for the high country. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can head to ABC15.com or download the always free ABC15 mobile app. Thanks for watching.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.